My name is Marie White. Life is not a contest between your pain and mine. By the way, my child was abducted. In the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you how life is worth living under any circumstances, and I'll prove it. I have a new book out called Strength for Parents of Missing Children. It sounds like it's just for people like me, but you know what? It's for everybody. Anybody who wants a do-over in life and has to figure out, where do I go from here? Well, it's hard to come in after that intro because you just built me up so much, Dennis, and you're such a wonder and such an amazing host that it really just intimidates me. Well, I am. You're doing so great. Well, we're all fakes, right? When we go in front of the camera and we look like we have it all together, that's not how we always are in real life. We fake it when we get ready and go to the store. We fake it when we get ready and go to church or wherever we go. The reality is life is hard, and we're all going through something. It doesn't matter what it is. And like we said, there is a story here. Like you said, there is a story, and our story is a little bit different than a lot of people, but in some ways it's exactly the same. It doesn't matter what people are going through. We're all hurting. We all have tough things to go through. And we all have that moment in life when everything changes. And the choice is whether or not that breaks us or whether that reinvents us and gives us a do-over. For us, when I came up to you, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to introduce myself. And I just said the core of the matter, which is 3 years ago, our toddler was abducted. How do you keep living when that happens? And that's the question we had to ask ourselves when it happened. Life turned upside down. Nothing was ever the same again. And when something that monumental happens, when something like a shooting happens, when something like an earthquake or a hurricane happens, life never feels quite the same again. The ground always feels uneven for you, and you have to determine what you're going to do with that. For me, I looked to other people who had been through similar situations and looked at them and said, if you can make it through Auschwitz during the Nazi time period, if you can make it through some of these horrific events, then I can make it too. And obviously for us, I'm a Christian, and drawing down on my faith, really turning to God and saying, okay, you allowed this. You didn't make it happen, but you allowed it, and you could have stopped it. Why did you choose to let this happen? And if you did choose to let it happen, what do you want us to do with this pain and with the new life that we have now? Because our lives will never be the same.
You're watching the 5 Minute Bark podcast on YouTube. If you like this episode, you just may like many more. Subscribe today by clicking the red subscribe button in the top right-hand corner.